We're about to go. Hey guys, let's see. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, how are you guys doing, man? Eminovich, how are you? Are you free tonight? Yes, you know what? Whenever I ask people whether they're free, because we always end up doing things together. So the guys on Discord, just sound me out, right? I'm always game for anything, right? Even if it's just randomly looking at your safe, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. If you see me, just holler. And yeah, usually if I'm available, I will just do something, right? Sometimes it's even to the point of like, encouraging you to try something out of the box with me. Yeah. So I take you out of your comfort zone, because it's important to get out of one's comfort zone when you want to learn anything, right? Or you want to master anything. Yeah. Imagine doing that with my kids all the time. It's the same principle. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, greetings from Mumbai. How are you, man, Kabir? Hey, how's things in Mumbai? I mean, India. I mean, I heard it's. I mean, everywhere else, like 50,000 COVID cases is bad. In India, it's like, it's terrible. It's like a week. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. And things are getting better. It's hard to see the light, right? Sometimes at the end of the tunnel. But we've got to find some way of getting through it together. Yes, speaking of which, that Mourinho 10-minute intro has been done. Oh my god, it took me so long to cut that. But it may be a kind of better in a sense, right? After doing the video. Yeah. I like to do this kind of tactical videos because if I'm forced into, I won't say I'm forced into, I enjoyed it, right? So when I'm encouraged to take a look at the evolution of a manager and his tactics to see whether or not it's really an evolution or he just adapted it slightly along the way, it becomes interesting. So I'm looking forward to releasing that tomorrow. Yes, I just have to do a few more things to it. I don't want it to be too long, so it's just a setup for the Dr. Jit challenge, right? The time traveling Dr. Jit. Yeah, so he's done his first time traveling trip, which is just 1 year into the future. Yeah. Steve VB, how are you? I'm well, thanks. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. I hope everybody on the stream today is doing well, everywhere you are. I mean, yeah. Nice weekend of football. Liverpool, what can I say? They kept it till the last day. Yeah, it was a fantastic performance from Mo Salah last night. I was really impressed with Mo Salah. I've been impressed with Sadio Mane and Mo Salah lately. Yeah, they really came together. Gini Wijnaldum leaving after... I am one of those guys who's in Gini Wijnaldum's camp. I know there were quite a number of people who didn't like Gini Wijnaldum, but I've always rated him quite highly simply because he knows how to keep the ball. I mean, does anybody remember his twist and turn past two players when we were 4-0 up against Barcelona? I mean, this is one guy who knows how to keep the ball, and this is the reason why Klopp valued him so much in those days, because whenever we needed to keep the ball through because this is important even in FM, right? You need a player to keep the ball through the transition, especially when you go from the consolidation phase into the attacking phase. It's so important for that player to hold on to the ball and help you build right through it, and that's exactly what Gini does. So I did a video, I think back in 2017 when Gini Wijnaldum, right? And I spoke about, was it 18, one of those years, where I spoke about how he is able to operate in the half space and carry the ball, from the one transition into the next. And maybe it doesn't show in his goals, maybe it doesn't show in his tackles, but hell, man, have you ever seen him lose the ball? So that's the reason why I was a bit emotional when Gini Wijnaldum left. He's got such a smiley face. He's got that There are some players I noticed. Have you ever noticed some players look like they're 3D? I mean, they're all 3D. I mean, they look like they are rendered by a graphic, right? Like some animation. Doesn't Phil Foden look like he's rendered by an animation? Have you seen his face? I mean, I'm gonna do one of these days. I'm just gonna pull Phil Foden's face up. That's just. I mean, I'm gonna do it now. Doesn't he look like a computer generated model? Look at. Okay, there we go. I'll just show you what I mean. There we go. Phil Foden. Doesn't he look like a computer generated model? He doesn't even look real. Like, look at that. I mean, okay, like, you know, some of these poses, they're real, okay? Like this. It's like perfect features, man. It's like a computer generated model. It doesn't even look real. Is this what we all look like when we were young? Did we all look this good when we were young? Okay, this looks horrible, man. This is like, I'm sorry. He's got to stick up his ass, right? It's coming out of his mouth. He's such a talented player. Okay, and it was Sergio Aguero. I mean, broke Rooney's record, 184 goals. My God, what a finish, man! Last night, Leicester City. I did say it, right? I did say it. Leicester City would collapse, and they saved it to the last day. But congratulations to Leicester City; they won the FA Cup. Are there any low points to the season? I mean, for me, the disappointment was I felt really badly for Sheffield United. Sheffield United played so well last season. This season, there seems to be a lot of, I don't know, there are issues at the club, and I'm kind of sad that they're going down because I thought the Blades have a decent team. I mean, they have good players in Sheffield United. It's not like they're bad players. They are good players. So go figure what happened to Sheffield United. What about Aston Villa and West Ham? Right, last season, Aston Villa and West Ham, bookies would not want to take money on them to get relegated. Remember last season how close they were to getting relegated? They wouldn't pay you out until the last day of the season if they managed to save themselves from relegation. But this season, Aston Villa and West Ham, like I've always said, West Ham have the quality in them to do well. They have the players already. They just needed the right manager. David Moyes. Is he the manager for the underdog? Okay, he did well at Everton. He's done well at West Ham. But when he went to Manchester United, he was like, "Okay, guys, I'm not used to this." Okay, oh, you're getting £250,000 a week. Wow. And he looks at his watch. And he looks at the player. Wow. So he must have been in awe of the players when he joined the club. So he goes to West Ham. I mean, of course, there are players that earn a lot of money there too, but kudos to him. What about Gennaro Gattuso over at Napoli? I feel sorry for him, man. He took over Napoli, got no money. The board, they're like, "Oh yeah, we got a great Gattuso. Let's give him some money to build his squad." Ain't happening. So what happens when Mourinho goes to Roma? You see, the situation at Roma is very straightforward, right? They got players in the club that cannot play for Mourinho. There's no way Brian Cristante is a Ronaldo player. If Brian Cristante is a Ronaldo player, I'm the Pope that smokes dope. Okay, there ain't no way he's a Mourinho kind of player. The guy is slower than my son. Okay, he's got what, acceleration of 7 or 8. I mean, the guy can't run. He's like, the moment there's a break in the play, he's left wherever he is, right? He's just going, "Okay, guys, I'll just stay here. Okay, when the ball comes this way, I'll get involved in the play again." That's Brian Cristante. Ain't no way he's going to be an AC Milan player with Mourinho. So Mourinho is going to have to offload quite a few players in that club in order to finance probably the arrival of a cohort of players that can play for him. And this is the other thing about Mourinho, right? Why did he fail at Spurs? Why did he not fail at Milan? Why did he not fail at Real Madrid? Why did he not fail at Chelsea? Once, right? Okay, he did fail once, but he did well the other time. There's a common denominator in all of them. He was missing one kind of player in Spurs, and I'm going to cover that in tomorrow's show. I'm doing well, man, Risky. Thanks a lot. Peter, how are you? Thanks for sending in the save. You look forward to my videos because it's a nice way to get away from the situation. Anything I can do to help, please let me know. I'm trying to do funny videos, but apparently I don't have a sense of humor. Liverpool can be... Alisson, my goodness. If it hadn't been for Alisson's header goal last week, would Liverpool be in this position right now? I don't know, man. Probably this could have been, but no, I don't think they would have, right? Why is my phone going tingling for? I know my wife has just told me. My wife has bought me Cornish pastries again. You know what, she finds out I love something, right? She did ask if you had your meal yet, and I went, yes, honey, I have. Oops. I bought you Cornish pastry again. I said, well, if it's Cornish pastry, I can have it 5 times a day. It's not a problem. Just means I have to work out even harder in the gym tomorrow. Yeah, they started well, but they collapsed. Everton started really well, they collapsed, and Spurs is in for a... Harry Redknapp they should never have let Harry Redknapp go. That's all. For me, it all started after Harry Redknapp left. Okay. He's the manager that built Spurs up into something. He built the base, he laid the foundation, the youth, the transfer signings in. And after that point, right, it was all downhill for Spurs. Like, I actually have a Spurs friend of mine that told me, I asked him this question once before. I said, are you nuts? You're a Spurs fan. How do you feel about Harry Redknapp being told to leave? Oh, we need to get to the next level. Dude, he took you to the next level, to the Champions League. What do you expect? A jump in levels? I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? Man, that's what's wrong with the club. Sheffield United was good first half season after Fortnite shoot. Yeah, that's true, man, Simon. That is so true. I think the problem is, there's a lot of problems at Sheffield United. I think COVID really hit a lot of the clubs as well. Sheffield United, I'm really sad to see Sheffield. I was so excited when I could say the word Bramall Lane, right? Whenever we talk about football. But they're gone. That's it. C'est la vie. Adios, amigos. Moyes was horrible for you at Sunderland? Yeah, probably. Yeah. We're talking about exciting football and deserving. I think we have... Oh, yeah! Atletico Madrid. How about Atletico Madrid? Luis Suarez, Marcos Llorente, unwanted at Real. Go to Atletico Madrid. Guess what, boys? We are the boys that are going to bring the title. Wow, man, turnaround of the... What a season for Atletico Madrid. Even if you say... We can't use the argument that Barcelona and Real Madrid are rebuilding. Excuse me, they got a lot of players and money. Or rather, now they don't because they have to clear the debt, right? Mourinho is interested in survey. They're saying a lot of things for Mourinho, right? He's apparently interested in Eric Dyer and Højbjerg, but there ain't no way they are going because he can't afford them. No way they can sell off players to bring in Højbjerg and Eric Dyer. Let's just put them out of the equation. Is that 120? I mean, you look at the squad that they have, unless the owners of Roma suddenly pump in like money that they don't have from their personal savings, they'll have to finance the transfer of these players by selling off players like Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini. Because Pellegrini hasn't extended his contract, right? So he's got like 1.5 years left on his contract. So if they're gonna have to they don't have much time and the window is here, so they're gonna have to try and find some way to finance the purchase of players for his side. Yeah, correct. The momentum swung after Alisson's phenomenal goal. I mean, how did he get up in the air and not get marked? Set piece goof ups, right? That's what happens when you send a goalkeeper forward. How about Arsenal? I don't know, man. Arsenal... I don't know. Arsenal seems like a very strange team to me. I don't know. Like, they've lost that fighting feeling a long time ago. They need like a Tony Adams to show up at the club and kick some players into gear. That kind of thing. Yeah. Arsenal just disappointing for me. They got the players, they just don't have the delivery. And so, underperformed all the way. The schedule messed up things. Yeah, exactly. As a Madrid fan, I'm sick and tired of watching Vinicius after 9 years of watching Ronaldo. Yeah, man. That's gotta hurt, right? That's gotta hurt, man. You're a Real Madrid fan. Atletico Madrid or Real? Oh, yeah, you're Real Madrid. After 9 years of watching Ronaldo, Atletico Madrid. Oh man, this is going to be a very interesting. Okay, so we've got today. I'm going to take a look at a couple of tactics. I'm doing well, man. Nascimento, Eldmiro. How are you? Hope everything is good with you too. Okay, so we got a save. I'm going to take a look at this save. We got this save from Peter. I think he's in chat as well. Sporting 19 years after. Go Sporting Lisbon. Right. Okay, so we've got this save. Essentially, I'm not going to take a look at the whole save, right? I mean, I'm not going to like go finances and stuff. I mean, most of you are quite smart at this game, better than me, in fact. So all of you know the basics of making money first before talking results. That's the reality of this game. Unless you want to game it, I mean, the easiest, okay, that's one way of gaming it, right? You go and get a whole bunch of wonder kids in your squad and you'll do well. You know, seriously, it's almost impossible not to do well if you have a squad of wonder kids. It's impossible not to do well because their attributes develop like 50 points in 2 seasons and you're like, oh baby, my trading is fantastic. Actually, they will get there anyway. So mentoring, I just got to take a quick look here. Fickle, light, average system, balanced, fairly professional. That's fine. I mean, as long as this guy's got high determination, I'll bring the music down. Yeah, it's decent determination. 30, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. Yeah, if you don't have the players for it, right? Average, light. Yeah, okay. This is still okay. He's got an estimated effect of the group of average. That's fine. This guy is not going to be influenced. If you're hoping Tommaso Nobile gets mentored, right? He's not going to get mentored. When you see none, it means that he will stay balanced, or he won't get he won't be affected by professional or ambitious. That's the important thing to remember here. Like for example, here fairly professional and balanced will not be affected by Mr. Fickle, right? Here balance is gonna have a big impact on Mr. Fickle and ambitious, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with using a player like that. I mean, ideally you want to this is what he's got, right? So you can only work with what you have unless you decide, okay, along the way, by the way, you've promoted him to captain. He's just a goalkeeper, isn't he? Yeah, he's just a goalkeeper. This is like one of the saddest things you can have happen in your game. Your best personality happens to be keeper, and you got like holding a shit, man. It's a bloody keeper. So one of the reasons why when I sign youth players or assign players that come into the squad, I tend to look at this thing, right? I keep saying, do this, man. It's one of the best things in the world. Create new assignment. There's a lot of reasons why most of my squads have decent personalities, right? I do this. Natural fitness, specify minimum 12, done. And you start all your assignments with this. Of course, you don't do this duration until finish because it's a raw pain in the ass. Go on going. And then you choose, guys, in case you don't know, you can do this, right? So if you're a small club like this, you can go region. So let's just assume, okay, how do you do this, right? I've done it before, but I'll just cover it again. Like for example, let's pick one of these staff. This scout seems like, okay. Always choose the scout with judging player ability and tactical knowledge to scout the opposition, right? So, I mean, does it make a huge difference in your game? Probably some difference, but not like it's going to be the end of. It's going to swing the game massively in your favor. Well, you don't really have somebody, right? So, this scout adaptability is 17, 12 Hungary and Belgium. So if he goes to Hungary, he's going to like uncover Hungarians very fast. You see, this is one of the things I like. I always like to send if I've got, but what you can do with this guy, right? Instead of just sending it to Hungary where he's going to get the reports out very quickly, you can edit this by coming here, edit this assignment. You see, you've got Hungary here, right? But he also has Belgium, right? So what you can do is you come into this, edit assignment, add Belgium. Where's Belgium? Belgium, come in. Then you see, he will just go from one country to another country ongoing. So now what he has got is Hungary and Belgium. So you got 2 countries. So you can do the same with region as well. So here we got Western Africa, right? So this is an entire region. So if you want those, like, you see, you got double Hungary, you got one more here, goalkeeper. What's his? He's a scout, short-term focus goalkeeper. Is he gonna find you one? Well, his adaptability is judging. Now his his potential ability scouting isn't very good, so you might want to think about over time. I know it's not easy to find people who want to come to your club. Yeah, Hungarian was I do the same thing as well in some of these countries where I can't find scouts, right? They're too expensive. I normally find that in the smaller saves, right, those remote leagues, I choose a scout of the same nationality as the league. It's cheaper. I can afford the scout. So I suspect you have the same issue. You can't really get these scouts to come in. So I go for 11. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's just drop this. Okay, these are all the other scouts. Include realistic appointments for youth team as well. That's it. We've only got this guy. I think we can try. I mean, I don't know where it's gonna come. Yep, it's too expensive. So what I normally try to do, right, with these kind of scouts, like this scout is not too bad, right? He's kind of good, right, compared to the ones we looked at just now. So what I do with this guy, I will try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, I will give him something that I know I'm not going to achieve. I give him something else that, okay, we win, he gets a small amount of money. Hungarian Cup, sometimes I intentionally lose. I do. Okay, reaching the final, he gets 10. All right, so we give him big, because this is just a bonus, right? So let's see what he says. It says now it's dropped to 1.3. You can definitely do more. So let's try again. 1.3. There will come a point, right, where he's probably not going to agree with you. He's not going to accept it. So this is the best. This is the only way. Yeah, then we go second round. If I go into the second round, it gets 10.5. Right? Yeah, I knew this was an exploit last year, on the year before that. That red is the bot. See, the whole thing went red, right? That's your bot going, don't you dare. Let's go. There we go. He's now going to come to your club. Because this is another way of going around the bot, right? The bot limitations. So this is one way you can do it, so that you can get your scout in. It's just one way of doing it. So then after that, you get a better scout coming in. So you use this. The one that this is realistic because he is going to get it, right? But it works out to be like 5.75. So he gets a bonus, which works into about what 200, 300 a year, 400 a month. So that works out to be about 100 a week. So he's willing to take 100 more per week. That's your net cost. So your net cost is still okay. So this is the way I do it. It's really easy, and you can get those scouts in. Right, so we'll just leave this page. Okay, now let's take a look at your tactics. Schedule. So far your tactics have been doing quite well. MTK, let's see what you played here. You played a 4-3-3 DM. I'm going to talk about the narrow and the wide formations after this. MTK played a narrow. You play a narrow. This is like two formations meeting each other on the street and going which one looks better. Okay. They've got this player attacking the middle. You've got a problem attack. You see, I'm just looking at this going, I like to have my player who's going to try and control this area. I need him to have a good rating. If he has a good rating, it generally means I probably would have had a good match. Right? So this is just one simple way of looking at it. So if I go to the key highlights, what's my thinking process when facing a 3 at the back tactic? I attack like hell. I don't let those 3 come out. That's my thinking process. You really want to know the simple reality of my thinking process when it comes to 3 at the back tactics? I attack that wing backs. You can play a 4-2-4. You can play a wide system like a 4-2-3-1. But what you want to do is put immediate pressure on those wing backs so those wing backs don't have a choice. Okay, so MTK is playing from left to right. That transition was a bit disturbing because you were split. This is just a corner, right? So I mean, I'm going to ignore the corners. So far I haven't seen one where you build the player. Okay, this is the first time you've seen one, right? So there we go. It's direct, right? 1, 2, 3, buckle my shoe. He loses the ball, goes out. You still get the ball. That's not too bad. Again, this is like low block. You're trying to hit one over the top. Nothing wrong with this strategy. I do it sometimes, especially when I have my 4-2 force, right? I go boom boom. If I play one of my 4-2-4 systems, right? It's all about hitting one over the top to my 2 strikers. But I spend like 90 minutes putting a lot of pressure on the backline. Yeah, see this? So there is something untoward. There's something not so good about this. Okay, see this? They already pushed up. Something is wrong here. This is definitely an advanced forward, or is most likely an advanced forward. There we go. But he's offside. No, he's not. He's just onside. So you gotta watch out for this. These transitions you have to absolutely be careful of. Now what do we have here? We have a lower line of engagement, not too bad. Get stuck in, tighter marking. You've done the best you can do with the players that you have. I mean, if you wanted to drop it a bit more, you're gonna get vulnerable to long shots. Okay, what are the choices that you have? You have several choices. One, when you play something like this, against teams like that, the reason why that backline pushed up was because this guy's on support duty. Now, when you sometimes struggle to transition the ball from defense to attack, it is also because they are, these are attack duties. This fullback is basically going to have a big problem bringing the ball up because this guy is also moving up, so he's going to have an issue. The only one you depending on is this player bringing it up. So that transition we saw just now, that happens because of the DMS support, right? If this guy is on defend duty, you probably won't see that problem. Now, if he's on defend duty, it also means that there is an option for you to pass the ball inside. It's only one option. So you've got several things you can do. One, the simplest one is you can ask this guy to get further forward, right? That's the simplest one. But still, it leaves, he's not, you're missing that one ingredient, getting the ball forward. So you could play this guy as a wingback on support, a wingback on defend, fullback on attack, or fullback on support with the get further forward trait. Okay. Now, this player was the one that you had an issue with because just now during that transition, I keep going back to the transition. The one where your backline went forward, the advanced ball went right through it. It's because of him, right? So I would just play this guy on a defend duty. Now this is nice, but the problem with this setup is you need to win the ball somewhere, right? Okay. Now, generally, here you got two options, right? Now, sometimes you play narrow, where you say, okay, fine, nobody touch the ball on the flanks, let them come down, and then we attack them, which means you're defending all the time on this side. Another option is to play 50-50, right? And the final option is this, where you tell them all, let them come through the middle. So if you have players here who can win the ball, they come through the middle, they lose the ball, it goes to you're hoping that these guys bomb off after that. Chances are these players have to have like knocks ball forward and gets into opposition area and they kind of trade. So I'm just looking at this. Higher tempo, standard, wide. Let's just drop it to fairly wide. We don't have to go super wide because when we go really wide, we are encouraging our fullbacks, right? We're encouraging our players to play the ball forward. We're just gonna play this. Just one change is here it does. I think that we don't have to make too many changes. That's just one tactic, just the 4-3-3. I'll talk about the 4-3-1-2 next. Now, okay, this is just one change right now. I know you got another tactic. This is not too bad, but you need them to bomb down the flanks. You got several options. You can play wingbacks on attack, complete wingbacks on attack, but generally these guys are just gonna bomb forward. You got one guy here as a ball-winning midfielder on defense. Engash, he's just a hook. Who's he hooking for? Why did you just play an attacking midfielder on support? Give him a move and room, right? If it's an Engash, he's like a playmaker, right? Then he's got a hook. You can play the Engash is not a bad role. He's just gonna be static. So the Mazzala is gonna come. Then your issue is the Mazzala is too far away. I would have gone I will probably go like Mazzala on attack and then wing back on defense just to anchor this position, and then this Mazzala can go into this position. Then the Engash has got options. That's one option. But let's just try it out, because 4-3-1-2s only are very narrow. They focus play to, if you do this, what's going to happen is this guy's going to move to the left, this guy's going to move to the right, then you get space opening up in the middle. You also want a higher tempo tactic. I mean, this is not easy to pull off. I'll be very direct. It's not going to be easy to pull off, because you need good players to do this. But we'll play this next game with the 4-3-1-2. Are you a cricket fan? Of course I'm a cricket fan, man. I've been to India for cricket matches. Kolkata, I've been to Mumbai for a yes. Cricket. I actually was there. I actually did a live cricket match last time when I was working at ESPN. Okay, this is how long ago I was in television, right? I was there for Sachin Tendulkar's maiden century. That's how long ago I was doing all this stuff. Maiden century, can you believe it? Okay, so this is not too bad. Okay, we got Koskis, ball winning at 10. Oh my goodness, that's not good, man. Let's see. I just want to go through your squad to see whether they're good enough. No, wrong button. Support view. Let's look at your midfielders, right? I want anticipation first. We got one anticipation, concentration 10, decisions 9, bravery 9. Oh god. Okay, you're not playing. Okay, we got this guy, anticipation 14, concentration, decisions, film, bravery, positioning 12, off the ball 10. It looks like you're going to be playing. Tackling 10. Oh my goodness, your tackling is 10. Okay, you are just a bit on the... Okay, all right. You can play him, but the thing is, we're playing a ball-winning midfielder, right? So this guy, and he needs some aggression as well. All right, so what about this guy? 13 passing. Okay, he doesn't have to pass the ball. That's good. Acceleration, no, it's too slow. He's got a lot of turf to cover, so he needs decent acceleration. Under pressure, if we play a packed midfield, we're gonna have a problem with this player, right? Because he doesn't have the composure to handle the pressure. Other than that, he has most of the attributes. We can try him out. This determination 7, well, you know, when the chips are down, he might go running away, but not, you know, worst comes to worst, we can use him. Okay, determination, tackling, this guy's out. Okay. This guy's out. All right, so we're just looking to see. The thing is, when you want to play a 4-3-1-2, you need 4 midfielders. I mean, you already need 4 midfielders. You need 4 midfielders at these positions, right? This is what I call a luxury formation. Okay, do you have 4 players who can play here? They have to be able to rotate, man. So that's the other problem. Okay, I'm gonna try this joker here. Okay. Gabo, what the heck is your name? You're out, you're not playing. Mario Pinocchio. Okay, Pinocchio, you have a chance to play. Okay, seriously, I do not know who these players are. Kamil Novak, you're a very familiar player. Man, you are definitely somebody that I want to play in this position. Okay, Kamil Novak. Long time I haven't heard. This is a name from somewhere. I've heard of this player before. Is there a new gen in the game, or he just popped in or something like that? Yeah, it looks very promising. Or you showed it to me on Discord, right? Kuman Tariq. No. You dictates tempo, passing, vision, decisions. I mean, it's okay. I mean, but we'll try the young style. Okay. Okay, this might not go well for us. And just let you guys know, this is not an easy formation to pull off. Mario Pinocchio. Where can he play? Yeah, actually he's okay. He's got problem. He's got tackling. His first touch is okay. He's probably not going to help us win the ball on the flanks. Dominic Koski is okay. Composure tries to play his way out of trouble. Okay, we got to put you somewhere. We got to decide where we're going to... we can't use you, right? Can we? Okay, we're going to put you there. All right, they got Tamas. I think the chat is coming up. Novak, he's a new gen. Okay. There was a cricket manager game. Yeah, there was a cricket manager. I used to play Brian Lara cricket a long time ago. I love the game, man. That was like one of the best cricket games I've ever played in my life. Brian Lara cricket. Man, that's how long ago, man, I used to watch cricket. I mean, nowadays when I watch cricket, my wife is like, don't you have anything else you can watch? I'm like, can't you watch some other sport? My wife can't handle cricket. I mean, there was a in India. I remember there was a story we did at the World Cup about. I mean, seriously, these guys in India, they're nuts about cricket, man. I mean, committing suicide because the husband was that kind of serious. Okay, what these guys need? They need work rate. They need to get up the pitch. You want to play a 4-3-1-2? This guy better bust the gut, right? You gotta go up the pitch. You're depending on him for crosses. And this guy has got to bust the guts. 13. You need the best you can find. CD, ball playing defender. You have to be careful with this role, right? If he hooves the ball up, you lose the ball, you're in trouble. Okay. We're just gonna play this. We're gonna watch the transitions and then we're gonna try and fix it. Or see if we can even fix it, because it's not easy, man. I'll be the first to admit a 4-3-1-2. Have you seen me play a 4-3-1-2 in a Football Manager 21? It's my favorite formation, and even I don't play it so often. I play with Sporting Lisbon, yes I do, but even then, my fullbacks have to go like charging down the flanks, man. Okay, I don't want to cross from byline. I'm too scared to go down the byline. Okay, all right. So, where do we want them to attack, man? This is one time you just go through the middle, right? We're gonna chop them down the flanks and try to defensive with what we do. Our numbers are there, right? Sweeper, keeper, and defend. All right. So, what about these guys? Well, roam from position. Okay, if he roams from position, you got a problem, right? He roams and then who's attacking the box, right? So this is the other situation. So you have to look out for that. I wouldn't roam from position with a striker. I mean, like, he's already moving into channels. You want somebody when you have a roam from position, another player has to attack the box, right? So, okay. All right, so okay, let's just speed things up a bit. Okay. All right, these guys are super important. Right. Okay, this is a transition phase, right? So you can see our wing backs are moving into this position. You're looking for this, right? The pass going out. Look at how vital that pass is. The guy brings the ball down. This is where your width is going to come from. This is the reason why I'm going to do cross early. Right, so you got hit early crosses, focus. Okay, I mean, all right. You can also, if we focus play down the flanks, we're using the flanks only. If we go through the middle, what's going to happen is the players are going to come closer to each other in the middle. Now, we already got a lot of players in the middle, so it makes sense to like go down the flanks. But you got to pay attention to this, because sometimes you might lose the ball, especially against a really good side. This is one of those tactics you can even go like, am I playing fantasy draft? Is that the reason why it's paused? Guys, something happened in the game. He just doesn't want to move forward, man. Is this this is not a custom database, right? He just doesn't want to move. Yeah. It's stuck on that. It's stuck on the. It's like either the longest injury ever or time has come to a screeching halt. All right, we're gonna alt tab or whatever, you know. Oh, there we go. The game is back. This is the strangest thing ever. Look at this. It was the longest injury ever. So much so that I even considered alt tabbing and control alt delete. Unbelievable. That's the longest delay in a match I've ever seen. Okay. All right. Okay. This guy, remove his roam. You got a CF on support. He might drop. This Engash. Okay, basically what you have, right, is two rows are gonna. I'm gonna do something different. Go wingback on defense. Zala on attack. Okay. Now, because you see this is I kind of dig this because Engash is holding up, right? And I got this guy roaming. This guy is roaming. This guy stopped him from roaming. So now he's a focal point. So I'm gonna get this guy to come. Sometimes what he ends up doing is he ends up giving crosses as well. So the wingback is protecting the left flank instead of bombing down the flank, right? He's like gonna mop up loose balls. Okay, the short corner routines, right? Just have to make sure. Yep, this is correct. Right and right. You can have you can actually have one player in the box as well. You don't need all of them there. I mean, this is 3. This is my version of playing come shot. There are other variations of this as well. Okay, this is a very safe one. This is like super safe, man. This is about keeping possession of the ball. I dig it. Like, you're not placing a lot of hopes on scoring a goal from there, but you just wanna, you just want to keep possession. What you can do, actually, you can do this. Go mixed on one side. Now you can go mixed as well. Because you have to remember you have one player arriving from edge of the box. That counts as 6 yard. You've got near and far. That counts your near and far post. Right? So it's random. If you try my tactic with this save, you would definitely lose. Man, I will definitely lose. I will definitely lose. Don't worry about it. Don't get complacent. Okay, let's try. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to watch these transitions, right? Okay, I don't want to go direct. That's like, you can go shorter because you're narrow, right? So you're going to use this. Remember, this guy is going to be somewhere here. Now what we want to do is watch his positioning by going on comprehensive, right? I might be putting an overlap on him so that he's positioned even higher. So instead of having a 4-3-1-2, we actually have a 3-4-1-2 in transition because he is going to be here. This tactic, you can definitely do this. Are you doing prevent shot goalkeeper distribution? You can definitely do this. You can afford to. You got 4. Anyone away 4 can do it, right? Hopefully your Pisek, this Pisek guy is not tackling hard. I didn't check that. See, there's a wing back. This is the problem with these narrow systems, right? They're gonna go down your flanks, which is the reason why we did a Mazala thing, right, on one flank, we're always gonna have to defend one flank, right? So the question is, what other options can we have? The best option is actually to just go and attack with both of them. That's a traditional way of playing the 4-3-1-2. There are not so many. It's the combinations in the middle That give the 4-3-1-2 its glory. Yeah, so we can go now. Wing back on. I'll just go wing back on attack. Okay. This guy is just gonna bring the ball forward, right? So wing back on attack. We go Mazala. Mazala on support, that's fine. You can play DLPs on support as well. They'll hold their position. So you're just using this group. Engash is not bad, right? But I prefer this. I either play a Trequartista or a Shadow Striker. Okay. Trequartista is gonna drop deep because there are no playmakers, right? So he will act like he will dribble and take on. Got complete forward now on support. He will go into the channels. This guy will go into the channels. This guy might come in from the position to attack the box. Now, what we're gonna do is gonna play a very high tempo, much shorter. We're gonna drop the width to extremely narrow. We're gonna dribble less, and we're gonna pass into space, right? And we're gonna counter press, and we're gonna distribute to center backs. Our line of engagement. This is one formation that doesn't really like to play low. Reason is the only time you play low with this formation is if you got God and you got John Terry and John Stones here as your defenders, right? Both of them can win the ball in the air and go for it. But most of the time, you're gonna have to try and win the ball in midfield. You can't afford to try and win the ball in your back. I mean, unless you got really, really strong, like players with very good positioning here, right? Because these guys are just gonna be pulled out. And you got ball winning midfielder, you got Carrillo, maybe he'll help you defend. But remember, the Carrillo doesn't go box to box, so he's not gonna enter your box to help you defend, right? He's gonna help you shuttle the ball from this area to this area. He does not come in the box to help you defend. He does not come here. He'll just be defending around the periphery of the penalty area. So when you use a Carrillo, you have to bear that in mind. Every time you win the ball back, the ball gets hoofed. So a wing back is actually wing backs on attack. If you want to see balls being played like early, then you play fullbacks on attack. If you play with the overlap, what will happen is they will be on a higher, more aggressive mentality, right? So they make it a lot more aggressive. That would have been a goal, right? Against most, if we could have lost, we could have conceded a goal there. If it was just average other team, whatever, a team that could kick our ass. So I'm gonna take this guy off. This is another problem with the 4-3-1-2. You can't afford to get yellow cards, right? So you can go fullback. You gotta play safe with a 4-3-1-2. It's very hard. You end up doing this fullback on support, and you know what's gonna happen? You gotta try and build the ball with these guys. This guy's gonna pass the ball inside, and you doing what's called wall passing. So that's gonna be a problem for you. Right. Another option for this role. The best options are Trequartista, Shadow Striker, AMS. AMS only when, right? If you play an AMS, then you have an AMS that holds its roam. Okay, that's why I added, right? You can play a player here who's gets into opposition area, likes to drop deep. Then he'll drop deep and then he'll bust the gut. This guy's gonna go to the flanks, this guy's gonna go to the flanks. The other option you have is actually a simple one, where you ask both these guys to put pressure on the back line, right? So you have an AMS here. You got the fullbacks on attack, attacking you down the flanks. So this is another option. It's not that bad. It's kind of safe. Right? Fullback on attack, fullback on attack. Maz is gonna go roaming, right? Why don't we do something funky? Let's keep it safe. I've done this before. DLP support and DLP support either side of the ball winning midfielder. So I got two holding their positions while these two guys go bombing forward, right? So I don't have this. I don't get them to play on defend duty, but because they hold their position, they'll be in the same position relative to the other players, right? Okay. You have to remember this role holds position. There we go. But this guy won't hold his position because he got a trade. What's he got? Move into channels. That's why. So he's going to drift a bit more here and end up in these areas. Okay, so that's kind of funky. All right. Okay, so you can do that. That's like a very safe 4-3-1-2. It's a pretty safe 4-3-1-2. Then you got fullbacks on attack. What you get, the fullbacks on attack will do is they'll hold that position. Then you end up doing that, right? A lot of the balls will go like that to your attack. So if you're playing one of those advanced forwards and you want to do like pass into space, you can do that. But the ball is gonna keep bouncing back. You notice this, right? So they have passing options because you're playing fullbacks. Remember that. So you don't have anybody carrying the ball anymore. So when you play it like this, you got nobody carrying the ball anymore, right? So we'll try, and we're playing on a very high tempo, so we'll drop the tempo down. Oh, and we're playing with pass into space. Super sorry. Okay, we're gonna remove the pass into space. That was my mistake. Yeah, I forgot I had pass into space on it. That passing you see happening, the one over the top, is because of this joker here. Okay, you don't want to see that happen. Drop him to central. Bob, you only do this, right? I mean, if you have really good strikers that can explode and go away, or you have a target man, this is one of the reasons why this formation is merciless with the target man. Target man will support shadow striker, advance forward. What happens is you're a ball playing defender like this. You hooves the ball up, target man knocks it down for the shadow striker plays it forward for the advance forward, or target man support knocks it down for the shadow striker comes in and scores. Right, so many combinations. It depends on what the players you have. This is the reason why this is my favorite formation. But this is the weakness of the formation. You see this? This is the reason why I told them to, allow them through the middle. So whenever they are going down the flanks, you notice how we have two players immediately on that target, right? Because we cannot afford easy crosses. We conceded another goal. Told you it's not easy. I don't think you can play a 4-3-1-2, man. I don't think you can. I mean, I'm trying every single possible permutation with your team. Car, DLP on support, fullback. Maybe in your case, you become a wingback on support to carry the ball forward. It looks like you're going to have to settle for wingbacks with your team. Yeah, we just have to carry now. Pressing forward. We basically have a diamond here. That's what we have right now. Yeah, players are always going to be unhappy, man. I love it when my players are unhappy with my training schedule. That means we're working very, very hard. Okay, so I'm going to play one more game. I think I'm going to settle with this as your hook. Oh man, those are all my tactics. Now it's ending up in my family of tactics. Yeah, this is a bit better. Now I've got two whole positions, right? I got a ball-winning midfielder holding his position. And now I got wingbacks. You see that what the difference is when wingbacks are playing? Fullbacks are only useful if you have target man in front, right? Then they can put the one over the top. So your choice of whether to play a wingback or a fullback in this formation depends entirely on your permutation of strikers in front. Now, if I wanted to play a more punchy 4-3-1-2 where the ball goes from defense to attack very quickly, then I'll have a shadow striker, target man, support, advance forward, fullbacks on attack with or fullbacks on attack, and they will just be putting those balls over the top to the target man. But this is how I would set it up with your team. If you wanted to play a 4-3-1-2, it can work. A lot of one touch football, because this is what I like about 4-3-1-2. So you can do one-touch football, right? This is my setting for one-touch football. Usually it's very narrow and passing shot. I got higher tempo, but I noticed the tempo was a slight problem just now. But I think we can move it to even higher tempo. Against some teams, I don't know about your strikers, but you can definitely go play our defense if you wanted to, and work ball into box against weaker opposition. So right now we got weaker now against good sides. You can do this regroup counter. Okay, let's assume we want to hold on to the lead, right? Okay, so we got distribute, hold on to the. Okay, what else can we do? Standard, we go low. This is asking for trouble, but we want to find, better to find out with me. Much shorter passing. We can still one touch. Okay, one touch. We keep the ball. Only this player is going to be doing the hoof along. Only that player is going to hoof the ball, right? Oh, we finished the match already. The match is over, man. Yeah. I don't know if we did well or we did badly. I'm just saying we did badly. Just going to assume the worst. (4-2-3-1). Elmiro, Nascimento. The 4-4-2 is a very effective formation, but you have to be kind of like happy to play it. Okay, whatever. And so we know that you can have another scout. The easiest formations are probably like the 4-2-3-1 is kind of good and balanced. He plays well against most formations. It can be quite strong against the three-man systems. The 3-4-1-2 is the problem with narrow systems. Narrow systems are challenging to play. And I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying they're challenging because you're going to have to set it up in such a way that you are using the wingbacks. Right? Just now, I showed you what happens when fullbacks are playing and then wingbacks are playing, and you got all kinds of problems with them. So you need to have the right setup. So we went with one playmaker here because it makes sense to have a playmaker here. If he has like switch ball to other flank, it'd be sweet because he's opposite, right? Not in front. I like the playmakers opposite the flank where I got the attack duty on. So in my opinion, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 are very good tactics. Yeah. Even like the 4-3-1-2 that I like is this. This is a good 4-3-1-2. You can even drop this guy here. You can play 4-3-1-2 in many permutations. You can play like this. Put a ball winning midfielder here. This is a spin from my Red Faro system, right? Because I used to do this with the Red Faro a lot. You can do this. Inverted winger on support. I got wing back. You can play a wing back here. In fact, now you can go inverted wing back on support. This guy can come in here. This guy can be the Mazala, right? And this player can be, I would like inverted winger attacking this area. So what you do with this striker is you push him into the middle, so you create the offset, and then you get these two. So this player can be an F9. And guess what? We got Red Faro. We got another version of Red Faro. We got this one option. Yeah, of course you can play the flat 3 as well. Now you get a bit too many players in central midfield, but it's like an offset 4-4-2, right? It's like a 4-4-2. It's slightly different 4-4-2. Right? So what you need from this player is a bit of hard work. He's got to do a lot of work. So this is another way of playing the 4-3-1-2. You can do it like this as well. So instead of playing it, you can create offsets. Then move this guy here. Move this guy here. And you got your offset again. Right? So this is actually a very, very strong formation. And you can do this if you're worried, and you can play like this as well. So these are all very, very strong formations. For me, like this is also a very strong formation. You can't go wrong with this. This is like Old Faithful in FM 21, FM 20, FM 19, FM 18. Right? You can't go wrong with this formation as well. So many variations. Again, depends on the players that you have. You can have like a very fluid. Honestly, I can play this tactic of super fluid, right? So I can play this guy like a inverted wing on support. I can play this guy like a complete forward and support. You can play this guy inside forward on support. You can play this guy as a send Mezzala on attack. Well, maybe this guy should be a winger. Okay. All right. Then we have this role to be a regista on support. This can be a ball-winning midfielder. Then we can turn this player into a wingback on support. We can turn this player into another wingback on support. Regista. Then we can play this on fairly wide. Guess what? We got a form of liquid right now. We can play on a slightly higher tempo, dribble less, counter press. Something like this. Everybody goes out, and guess what? You can play this on cautious. Right. Definitely viable, even in FM21. This is like a Mezzala attacking this way with a winger. Now you got a lot of fluid, but this requires your players to be decent on the ball. Let's just see how it does, right? Okay. Right, next match. Naturally, you need players to be good off the ball. We're just experimenting with this tactic, and then we're just gonna. What happens when you have a lot of support duties? They all play together. You want to watch all 9 players defend? Watch this. All 11 players defend. Watch what I'm playing a complete forward. I have to play F9. Okay, now I got a whole team of defenders. Yeah, defending narrow is a challenge in FM21. Because the AI is always gonna like pick something to attack you on the flanks, right? So most of the AI tactics are 4-3-1-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-4, 4-4-2. And they got 2 players for your 1 player on the flank. So you gotta pick your battles in that tactic. Like, okay, this kind of a tactic, right? We're gonna have a problem. You know why? We are so defensive, right? Their wingbacks are gonna come up. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this, man. I'm gonna have a problem with this tactic, but we'll see how this does. Okay, we counter press, and we play on cautious. Which color are we? This is us, right, in black. Okay. So you definitely 100% can play FM21 on fluid. So we have set up our tactic on super fluid, like very fluid. And I'm playing on cautious. So there's nothing wrong with playing on cautious. I mean, people say you cannot play on cautious. I'm like, dude, seriously? Now what has happened is I've got an entire team that attacks with the ball, counter presses with the ball, right? And when we lose the ball, I've got an entire team that's going to come back and defend. Look at the movement I get from this kind of a system. This is liquid, right? I mean, this is there's one role that's different. Liquid has a different role. One role is very different in liquid. Yeah, exactly. When I see narrow systems, I also switch on double attack duties. Like they are playing. My setup is slightly different, right? I've got so many players in support. I'm keeping the ball, so that their wingbacks have to defend so much movement right now, right? But I gotta be like, when you play with double wingbacks, you see the wingbacks are gonna get up the pitch, and you just don't want their wingbacks up on the pitch so high without issues. Yeah, hold on, hang on. That's see what I mean? So the problem with the thing is, right, in most cases, right, you see this happening against narrow systems, right? Right, narrow systems are just gonna have wingbacks coming up the pitch, right? So I'm just gonna keep it on this. If I don't want their wingbacks to have a say in the game, what do? I have to put a lot of pressure on the wing backs, which means that I have to either camp up the pitch, right? Okay, or I play with very attacking duties all the way. Some of you man mark right, your wing backs. I have the Iron Maiden strategy for those kind of systems as well, where I specifically man mark them and then I use OIs. The thing I like about Liquid is like the goals I score. I mean, sometimes I lose, sometimes I only score one goal because I have this challenge I'm doing for myself, which is I'm not allowed to win any match by more than one goal. I know it's a bit of a stupid challenge, but I wanted to play a game like that where I'm not allowed to score more than one goal. And if I win by 2 goals, the challenge is over. So I haven't finished the challenge yet. I keep failing the challenge. Yeah. So you can lose, but you cannot lose by more than you cannot win by more than 1 goal. See, this is when you play on caution, when you play on very fluid settings. Can you raise the mentality? Of course you can. You can play a bit more aggressively. But the problem is, even when you play like this, right? I mean, I kind of think I can beat this team. I should have an issue beating this team. My problem is, at the moment, I should put a lot more pressure on the wingbacks. So easiest way to do that is to actually get my wingers to man mark their wingbacks. Then their wingbacks will never get the ball, right? So I can go in here. We go player, right? So what we do is we man mark the wingback on the right. We man mark the wingback on the left. So right now, there are 2 wingers. There are 2 wingbacks are not allowed to receive the ball. So that's how you fix it with a 4-3-3. We're gonna generate something like 75 to 70, easily 70% possession with this tactic. Yeah, but only thing is, when you play this kind of super fluid systems, make sure your defenders are fast. Right? You notice, right? Everybody is back. Literally, look. We are playing cautious, very fluid. We're camping in the opponent's half. We're moving them around. We are also counter pressing them when we lose the ball. Or you can also do like a Guardiola special, which is instead of using counter, you do counter press instead of counter press counter. You go counter press whole shape. Yeah, it's quite easy to set up like this. It is kind of effective. It can be quite effective. The only problem with man marking the wingbacks, right? Their wingbacks when they have the ball is sometimes on a transition you might suffer by because your players are in the wrong positions. But so far it doesn't seem to be much of a problem. The only problem with these kind of tactics, right? You're looking for nice, pretty goals. You get inside the box. Yeah, okay. We don't want to score those like one over the top. We are waiting very patiently to score one of those nice goals, right? That's all we want. So, look, guys, this is super fluid tactics, right? So when you get super fluid tactics, you gotta look for these kind of moments. So your knowledge, I mean, I won't say your knowledge of, but it helps to choose the right players for the roles. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, like some people will say you can't play an F9 if you don't have the attributes. But did you notice me look at any of these attributes? The only attribute I was worried about was the ball winning midfielder. If you recall, when I was going through, did I look at the deep line playmaker to see if he can play the pass? No, I didn't. Did I look at the F9 to see whether he's an F9? I couldn't be asked, right? Did I look at once at the wingers to find out if they can play as wingers? No, I didn't bother, right? Because honestly, a player can play any role in the game. In this game, they can play any role, right? The attributes he has and the traits he has will guide, basically, will influence how that role will be played. Because F9s and all these like roles, and the only time I worry about the attributes, right, and how that player is gonna play the role is when I play the generic ones, CM on support, DM, the generic roles. Other than that, these kind of hard-coded roles, man, they're all gonna play the role the same way. This question is whether, what will I see? Maybe I won't see so much dribbling. Maybe I won't see so many, fantastic passes. But I know he's gonna drop. You see, that's all I need to know. He's gonna drop like in mid to midfield. So does he have offer? That's why he's dropping all the way to midfield. He's got. Look at my. Did you just see what this guy did? Look at this, right? This is our F9. I just want to be sure, right? Am I right? That's our F9. This our F9, Baluta, right? Okay, let's go back to the match. Cancel. That's our F9. Just check out where he is. Look at his movement right now. He was the furthest forward at this point, right? He picks out the ball, stops, goes backwards. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you. The defender, he's still here. See, how many options does he have? This is the reason why whenever people come to, this is the reason why you should not listen. I won't say you should listen to advice, that's for sure. But you should ask yourself that question when you play this game. What does this role do? That's all you need to worry about, right? It's an F9, he's going to drop. That's all I need to know, right? That's it. He drops. Does he know where to drop off the ball? Does he make a good decision to pass the ball? Decisions. Can he pass the ball? Passing. Will he be able to handle himself under pressure? Composure. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. That's how we should use attributes in the game, right? Yeah. So it's simple. Your whole team can play like this. A cautious mentality, man. Seriously, dude. Have you ever seen me play cautious? Yeah, you can. You can play cautious mentality and win games, like, in style. Like, you have like 75% possession. Sitting down there collecting possession numbers. The only thing you have to worry about, whether your defenders are good. Right, that's it. The wingback brings the ball forward, it goes back because he's got no passing options. Then the central defender, because he's cautious, right? He's like, oh shit, I've got to pass the ball. Who do I give it to? I got nobody next to me. They're all being marked, right? What do I do? So he plays the ball forward. That is an AI generated counter attack. Again, holds up the ball, plays it to the next one. F9. Okay, that was a risky pass played by that role, right? Okay. I get a bit angsty, right, when I play cautious, when the AI goes 4-2-4. That's the only time I get a bit worried, because that's when I realize I may need to be a bit more aggressive. That's when sometimes I take a bit more risk, and then I take the F9 off and maybe play him as a advanced forward, or maybe a complete forward. If I want to change the F9's role, the first role I go for is complete forward, because complete forward roams and drops back, right? And he plays others. He gets others into play. All right, without enough of this, let's just get out of this and just watch your own key highlights. And we got 66% possession, basically doing bugger all. But this is what's gonna happen, right? Are you gonna produce like 3.4 xg? No, you're gonna get like 1.7 xg, because you're gonna be creating a lot of these kind of chances, right? You're waiting to create a decent chance. So sometimes it doesn't come. Bang! Another one. You see? So you get these kind of nice little movement patterns. I don't know, it's me, right? I like that. When you want me to play the game where we put one over the top, yeah, that's easy too, right? So we just kept the ball away from this team. Step up. I'll just say whatever I feel like saying. Okay, all right, now. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other tactics we received today. Man, I don't know whose team this is, man. This is what, Peter, your team, is it? We're playing for the first time. Okay. All right, let's just look at some of the other tactics that we received today. What about this tactic? Yeah, this tactic is not too bad. The only thing is this risk, right? You got a big risk on this flank. A big risk because you got one going this way. This guy, I would tell him to roam as well because you got an inverted winger coming this way. You got central midfielder coming. You got DLP here on support. I would turn this guy into a defend duty. This is the reason why you're losing the ball over the top. I'll turn this guy into a central defender so you don't hoof the ball. I'll turn this guy into a sweeper keeper on defense so you don't hoof the ball. Okay, if you want to play hoof the ball, that's different, right? Then you put this, you want to do it, then you turn it back to ball playing defender or no nonsense central defender. Your problem is going to be this flank because this guy has to get forward. Otherwise, there's no support for the DM. A lot of transitions are going to fail here. So this is where this role might either have to be a wingback on support or a fullback on support. We get further forward, right? So that he does crossing from deep. Maybe you just make life a bit easier for him. Go for our post, or and he can even add direct. So he comes up to this position and he just dinks one over the top. Or you can play inverted wingback. You can play inverted wingback on support. He will come into this position as well. He'll just stay in this position, or inverted wingback and defend, right? So he just stays here. You don't have to ask him to play anything too aggressive. Then he becomes, you get like a half a W, right? So this guy will come here during the transition. So you get these players all together, and you get the beautiful thing about this role, inverted wingback, is it's going to dink one in this area as well. So those are the things that you can do with this tactic. This is our version of the tactic if you wanted to use it. All right, let's take a look at the other tactics that I have to look at today. Tactics. Where did I put BYT? There we go. And we got this one. This file could not be imported. I know. It's a whole folder, idiot. Wait, this B is a secret project. Okay. Where is my BYT? There we go. We got 4-2-3-1 to 4-3-3 defense. What is that? One tactic or two tactics? Okay, 4-2-3-1 that drops into a 4-3-3 when you defend the ball. Overall, though, let's see this tactic. We're just gonna play it, right? Okay, I don't know. We're using this team I've never played with before. I'm just going quick, whatever, you know, quick. Asking the S-man to decide. This is gonna be fun, man. Kind of guys that like to play those offensive when they get on people's face and score lots of goals of that formation. Oh yeah, you always thought I was the kind of guy that likes that, like smash people, like boom boom boom. I've got lots of play styles, right? I like to play on cautious as well. I've got cautious tactics, cautious setups. I can also, yeah, the Dundee one was abusive, right? It was a very abusive system. Okay, we gotta play this first. I'm gonna explain there are some issues with this tactic. I can see them right now, but we just gotta depend on the aspect. We gotta pray where we can save ourselves. Man, why do I have to do this to myself? Okay, we got a few more days. I got 13 days to rethink my plan. Wow, you did it, man. Uman Tariq can play killer balls. Passing, vision, decisions, flair. I like it when you guys get it done. Yeah, Harry Kane, F9, right? He drops deep and then he plays others. Only thing I would change with the tactic, if I want to do like a bit more, I want to snazz it up a bit, right? The roll on the left would have been inverted wing on attack. The roll on the right would have been inverted wing on attack. Then the Harry Kane will drop, and then he'll spray the pass left and right, and this guy's just gonna charge in. It's kind of fun, right? That's so nice, man. That's so nice. Yeah, you could even try something funky. Go strikeless. Give your EM the Traquatisero. The guy gets it. Yeah, you can definitely do that. But then okay, the 4-3-3 when you take that one roll out, right? And you drop in, something funny happens in the engine. You're not allowed to do a high press anymore for some strange reason because of the F9. So it kind of changes the dynamics slightly. So you can still get like a You can do it like Trequartista. I have a tactic like that, 4-3-3 strikerless. But the Trequartista will drop inverted winger in, so you get Trequartista, inverted winger on attack, inverted winger on attack. Yeah. Only problem then is those three are gonna run off very quickly. So you gotta be very careful with your. So what I do is with some of those roles, I have comes deep to get the ball and get into opposition, which is a very hard combination to set up in a player. Okay. All right, let's just play again before I say anything. Okay, we just want to watch this happen. Then we're trying to try and see whether we can identify the transition. Why is it 12 days? Man, this is one big ass save, man. Go on holiday next match. Not criticizing your save, right, Peter? It just like it took me a while just to get to one day. I was talking so much. He's a good performance analyst. Okay, let's look at the questions while we wait for that to sort itself out, right? Okay. What am I looking at? I hope I did it. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we've got you, Martin. Is a good performance analyst will provide more accurate analyst report than poor analyst. A small club spend money. I've never asked the board for more money for performance analysts. I mean, the reports are there. I don't think it may make a small difference or might make big difference, but I don't think you should focus your money on coaches, scouts. Yeah, that kind of thing, right? Performance analysts, they're good to have. Yeah, but other than that, I wouldn't bother, right? Spending a lot of money on them. You're not sure about this tactic you just created for you. Oh, so wow, that's nice of you, Amedovic. This is what they do now on the channel. I'm experimenting with the tactic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to Daljit first, let him play a couple of matches to see how he does before I decide whether to continue with the tactic. Alright, the thing is, when you play with a Raumdauter, you need to create a lot of space with a Raumdauter, right? So you're looking at a 4-2-3-1 and going like, where the hell is that space coming from? Because you've got so many players running forward. You only got 4 players in those advanced positions. So is a Raumdauter really going to do well in this tactic? A Raumdauter probably in a 4-3-3 DM where there's no play in the center. That makes sense. Like just now when we were playing that strike, just now when I was playing that 4-3-3, I got to turn one of those roles into a Raumdauter with an F9 dropping. Raumdauter is going to go, oh my god, I got all this space. Nobody's here. That makes sense. Because there's nobody in the center, there's nobody in front. Right? But now you've got a tactic where you've got somebody in the center and somebody in front, and the Raumdauter is going, dude, you know, if you want me to score goals, you just have to step out. Step out of the way. So that's what the Raumdauter is. So we're going to watch that happen. Oh, you're making a new giant. Yeah, guys, seriously, guys, come on. Okay, Emedo, okay, all those guys who want to hang out, have some fun later, just, you know, sound me up on Discord. We can go dating the game. Man, I'm in a good mood, man. Yesterday was a nice day. I mean, I'm happy Harry Kane won the Golden Boot. I mean, he deserves it after. I mean, for a moment there, I thought he would not get it this season, but he played well. Leicester City won the FA Cup. Really happy for them because they never won the FA Cup before, and they beat a good team to do it. Chelsea, well, one final too many. Oops, they got one more coming up, so we don't know how that one is going to go. Wow, this is amazing. This has been a really strange 2 years, right? If you look at it, COVID screwed up the schedules, players. Liverpool next season, I don't know what they're going to do. Nat Phillips is probably going to be sold. Reece Williams is probably going to be kept by the club. What about Ben Davies? They brought him in. Never got. Hi, Ben. Welcome to Liverpool. Yeah, signing ceremony. Wear the jersey. Okay, now what are we going to do with you? Man, I was the one screaming since day one to use Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. The very first day. All right, let's play this. Okay, quick pick, Tony. Right, so we're here already. No clue. Right. Oh my God, we're playing Wolverhampton Wanderers after this. Holy cow! One of your tactics, man, not mine. I'm gonna try my best with one of your tactics. Oh God, this is too fun. I like doing this. This is kind of challenging. But sometimes, I end up looking like a complete idiot. But, hell, man, I don't mind. I'm most of the time I'm an idiot anyway. Okay. All right. Okay. What's the problem with this tactic? He's already going to the box. Where is he going to go? He's going to go like, what? Wait for him to vacate the box? Let's watch this, man. Never know, right? You're just going to look for a few transition points and I'm going to show you what I mean, right? This is what you pay attention to when you do rolls. You can understand what the roll does, right? The roll is supposed to attack the box, right? So what do you look for? You look for this. Okay. The first thing we look for is somebody attacking the box. Now there are some of us, they play the game. What they do is they actually spend a lot of time on full match mode. Oh man, I'm going full match. So we watch full match mode. Like if you're not sure, I mean, I know some guys do. Okay, is this our players? Allegria. Are we watching Daredevil? Oh yeah, okay. Allegra. Yeah. I suspect this is Puskas. Okay, the others is white. Okay, so this is our round daughter. Let's watch whether he gets space. Okay. First we have to find a keeper that can kick the ball. No space. Waiting. Okay. This kind of ball, yeah, he might attack the space. It goes. Looking for a cross. Give me the cross. Nope. Not happening. Okay. So he marked out. And he's marked out. He's trying. Okay. First, that's the first problem. Second thing is, when does a round daughter really shine? Like if you're playing a mid block, right? Round daughters really shine in mid blocks because they're always gonna be on the shoulder. Okay. He's waiting. He can't get in. Right? Again, it's a heavy. What I like with this is you created a heavily right-sided attacking system, right? Where the round daughter always has a chance to attack the space, right? So he's given some chance. You've given him some chance, which is not bad. I mean, it's a good start. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna change this role to false 9. Okay. Change this role. Yup, your support. What? You're marking somebody specifically in this position? Ooh, AMC. Forget it. We don't want you wandering. I don't like this guy wandering, right? So a whole position. We don't know what you're gonna bring to the table. We're just gonna hope for the best. Here we got inverted winger here. One round daughter here. We got fullback going this way. We're gonna focus bit on the right. We're not gonna pass into space. We're gonna hit the early cross. Okay. Okay. Dribble less because we don't want to dig. Because if they dribble a lot, but they'll do a really good job of keeping the ball, but then we'll lose the ball. Then it's gonna take forever, right? So use offside trap, this standalone engagement. We'll just do a prevent shot goalkeeper distribution, simply more urgent. Yeah, I just add that in. Because we can afford to. We got 4 of these guys going up the pitch. DRP on support, CM on support. Fine. Wing fullback. Ball playing defender. Okay, can. Yeah, it can work because there's a attack role on that side. So that's how I would change the tactics slightly, right? Get an F9, dropping. Hey, he's got space. He just did it again. Twice he did it. Okay, now we go to comprehensive highlights. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yay! Look at him go, baby! Look at him go! He's got space. Now all we need is a cross. The guy had the space to attack. All we need now is the damn cross to come in. Okay? Alright, Santora Sons of the Beach. Far post the ball. Okay. I used to say that in school. Santora Sons of the Beach. My teachers were like, what in the world is that? No, it's just my way, my funky saying Santora Sons of the Beach. They never understood what it meant. They couldn't punish me because they didn't know what it meant. I just say some stupid garbage just to say, just to annoy. I used to annoy my teachers, man. I've actually been kicked out of lecture theatre before. So many times. Mother fish canadans! What's that? It's just something I like to say, you know, when I eat my beef burger. All right, guys. Seriously. So this is how I would change the tactic, right? I would just give that guy some space, right? Look. Now. Look at him go. Now that's the round router, right? So he's gonna get the space because now there's nobody here. Okay. The other way, okay, this is the best way I can think of setting it up. So we got these players. Now, what about Trequartista? Okay, now we've got something else happening here. Okay. Let's see what happens whenever Trequartista here. F9 is going to drop behind. Okay, now we got two jokers that are dropping. The F9 and the Trequartista. Trequartista doesn't know what to do because he's got this roadblock here, so he's not going to go that deep. But I'm just curious, right? Okay. Bang. Okay, there we go. Now we just need players to actually say, hey, you know, we know you made it through the rain. Now we just have to give you the umbrella. What am I saying? Everyone in midfield is marking someone. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna go through every single player and change them, but yeah, I don't like the two midfielders marking people. The problem with that setup is, right, you have to be. I rather do like specific man marking. Right, I find that a bit more effective in the game. There we go. So all we need is the delivery to that post. So it's slightly better, right, for round router to attack the space. So he's gonna come this way. We got F9 coming. So we're just creating one tactic just for one player to score a goal. That's about it. Ruby, either foot. No wonder they don't want to give him the ball. Now we know why the whole team is not passing him the ball. Eh? We've solved that mystery. Because when they give him the ball, they go, no, he's not going to score the goal. Oh man, but we did a decent version. So the amount of pressure is under. I mean, we gotta save the guy. Yeah. I mean, doesn't this guy have plays killer balls? Finishing 14-12, left only. No, you can't play there. Gruber, left only. You can't play there. John, well, you've got finishing better than this guy, but you're left-footed. Yeah, I'm thinking of anybody. Left only, no, dear Lord. Everybody's a left only. What about you? You're right. Thank God for heaven. And let's go. He's got a right foot at least. Kane is going. There's no way Kane is going to be at Spurs, man. I think he's given it as much as he can. I think it's gone. I mean, I think that Harry Kane leaving Spurs is going to be very sad, but they've got to let him go, right? I mean, I feel sorry for the man. He's collected a few golden boots in his career, but he's never lifted a title. I don't even remember them winning an FA Cup. So silverware is definitely lacking at Spurs. I mean, the last time I remember Spurs winning the FA Cup was what? Ozzy Ardiles? Was it that long ago? Or they could have won something, you know, recently, but I can't remember. Oh, there we go. That's the only problem with this kind of a setup, right? We're not doing any defending. We're just trying to get this guy to work. So I'll go back to the AMS. Who's he marking? MCR. It's not mark anybody. Okay. Don't tell me you're marking somebody. Okay. What about you? You're not marking anybody. You're not marking. Okay. They won the League Cup in 2009. Ah, okay. Hey. Nice shot through. In case you guys are wondering what a shot through was. I know, all of you are going, wow, I want to know what the shot through was, man. They really want to know what the shot through was. That's the shot through routine. Okay, guys, take a screenshot, copy it, now go. I know you guys want this. Like, damn it, how did he score that goal? He was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Shot through. There's also a correct way and a wrong way to set up shot corner routines. Sometimes I get it wrong because sometimes, you know, you're playing a game and then you make all kinds of mistakes. Like, you know, you bring a player on and then you forget what foot he is. Yeah. So, really okay, we bounce back, right? So, now we're going to take a look at another tactic we have from... Stop showing people the tactics. Okay. The hook, we've done the hook already. Norwich, we got 2 Norwich tactics. 4-2-3-1. CF, AM, CM, 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 CM. Da, 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 da. Okay, inside for attacking this place. Okay, not too bad. You got like a double prong attack, right? So the only problem I see with this tactic is these 2 roles, right? He can afford to be a bit more attacking. Or you can play it safe, like, you know, dinking balls over the top. We got a match against Wolves coming up, right? Wait, look, if this team can beat Wolves, right? Seriously, man, if they can beat Wolves, we should all become Puskas supporters tomorrow. What's the odds, man? Wolves versus Puskas. Come on, guys. What are the odds? I think Manchester City is gonna take Harry Kane. There is, I see Harry Kane wearing being unveiled next season. I mean, can you imagine Harry Kane and Sergio? I mean, let's imagine this, right? Sergio Aguero decides, I just want to hang around the club, you know, get 200 goals. I don't think that's happening anyway, but I think it's gonna go. Yeah, but Harry Kane is going to Man City. I have a strong feeling. Yeah. I don't see him going to PSG. I don't see him going to Real Madrid. Maybe Real. Yeah, Real, but Harry Kane is good. Spurs haven't been scaring anyone for a long time. They stopped being scary. They stopped being scary a long time ago. I mean, yeah. That was a time when Spurs on the ball. I mean, I enjoyed Spurs in the 80s, right? But that only goes to show you how long ago I felt Spurs was really a really good team. Aguero. Yeah, you could see how his... Yeah. He won't cost... I don't think it's going to cost that much, but his wages are going to cost a lot. And I'm also curious to know where Gini Wijnaldum is going to end up. That's it. No, Gini Wijnaldum is definitely leaving the club, and he's also said that he's not going to reveal the whole reason why he's leaving the club. So I'm curious to know why he's leaving the club. Okay, guys, this is it, man. We're meeting Wolves, and we're just going to add regroup. You had counter press, I'm hitting regroup, right? We're just going to have a nice time watching ourselves get humiliated by this team. The tactic, there's nothing wrong with this tactic. I mean, seriously, it's just a question of players. I just added regroup, that's all. And maybe I'll just prevent shot. No offside trap. We're just going to get hammered anyway. So, okay, we'll just add offside trap. What else? Hopefully our players are smart enough to know when to go. Then Donker, Neves, Jimenez, Neto, Traore, Johnny, Nelson Semedo. That's it, man. Okay, good. This tactic is brilliant. Okay, you know why? The first highlight they show us in the 20th minute is us having a corner against Wolves. Yeah, I thought his tactic was good. We don't have to watch it anymore, right? This confirms that this tactic is half decent. And their first goal comes from a counter attack. So the tactic is actually quite good. Damn it. The only thing wrong with this... I should have played safer route. This is okay. I mean, this is fine. Okay, you can put him here. You can put him here. You can do this near post. Put him here. Do a near post delivery. This is better if you do it this way. I don't think it's that bad. It's just our players are not good enough, right? So, but the tactic in itself, I would change the near post, the routine. That's all. The roles and duties are fine. CM on support, inside forward, AM on support. This guy is just going to be like a hook, right? Inverted winger looking to create chances, sitting a bit narrower. Fullback only coming up when there are options. He's doing an overlap. Yeah, it's fine. This tactic, I wouldn't change it except for adding regroup against tougher opposition and then changing your set piece routine slightly. Okay, we are gonna get thumped by Wolves. Let's just do it on key highlights. Already watching on key highlights. If I was playing a team like Wolves, right, with this tactic, I wouldn't play him as a complete forward if I was playing Wolves. I go advance forward. This is how I'll morph the tactics slightly. Then you don't need both of them doing this. And this, and then we just hoof the ball up. Okay, so this guy, and then we go direct, higher tempo, hit the early cross, no play or defense, triple less. Tight marking. Yeah, stuck in. Invite them through the middle. Let's just try and see whether we can keep a clean sheet. But at this point, right, we might have to worry about conceding goals from corners. Then we got a set piece. Bobby Firmino will be sold this. What do you think about it? I don't think Liverpool are going to keep Bobby Firmino as well. Because to be honest with you, right, it doesn't make any financial sense to keep a player beyond 30 years in a club as well. I mean, his peak years are they hit their peak about 28. So, and we already got Diego Jota. So, I think Liverpool are in for a rebuild. Because let's look at Gini Wijnaldum, right? He's going to be replaced by Curtis Jones, right? So, Curtis Jones is going to step in for him. Brings a different dynamic to the game. Diego Jota. Then we've got players like Bobby Firmino. If there's a time to capitalize on his value, it would be now. Yeah. Liverpool are looking at getting some younger strikers in as well. See what has happened? Slight change to the tactic, right? So what we've done is we've taken their 4-2-3-1 and we've just made it into a slightly more defensive 4-2-3-1. We actually scored a goal against Wolves. Now that is an achievement, guys. But it's going to be offside, I think. Yeah. We got the ball into the back of the net. That is a hell of an achievement against Spurs. Wolves. But they haven't had a successful shot on target since we changed the formation. So sometimes when you play the 4-2-3-1, you can actually, you got so many options in the 4-2-3-1, right? You can go 4-2-3-1. You can morph into this, right? 4-2-3-1 can morph into this. Okay, this is the most natural morph for the 4-2-3-1. Okay, what's a more defensive one? There are other variations as well, but that involves these two players being able to play here. Then you can go 4-3-1-2, 4-3-2-1. You can go this. And one guy comes here. He can become a 4-4-2 diamond. Right. This the 4-2-3-1 is a lot. You can, but it depends on the number of players you have. The ones that can, play those can move around, right? Versatility, that's what the word I was looking for. Players are versatile. Okay, Norwich 4-3-3. Nothing wrong with this tactic. Just leave it the way it is. You got box to box with a box. If there's anything you want to do, you might want to turn this into a wingback. But problem with wingbacks in Football Manager is that they spend too much time dribbling with the ball. So I can see what you want. You want to dribble earlier. So go with a fullback. Ask him to get further forward. That's all. This is fine. So you get a bit more punch on this side. So as you build up attacks on this way, this guy's positioned slightly forward. This box to box, roaming playmaker looking for a pass here. Yep, this is fine. Cross aim, far post, sit narrow, close down, more tackle ladder. I don't think you need to ask him to sit narrower because he's still going to be inside. Because you want an inverted winger not too far away from the roaming playmaker. You can ask him to sit narrower. He might be there. This guy is going to go this way. If he has got switch ball to other flank, it'll be good. I wouldn't change his tactic. His tactic is just nice. Don't change it. You could drop your line of engagement against some things, but you can even do this with this formation. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, you got 4 players, so you'll have 2 in midfield. Yep, leave it. Nothing. I'm not gonna. Yep, this is a good tactic, man. This is a very good tactic. Let's go and see. Pep Striker has replication. BK Ethan. Okay, we'll play a next game. See how this one looks like. Just want to see the movements, right? I know what you. Yeah, it's definitely in line. It does look like something I probably would look at as well. A bit conservative. No. Winger. You can go winger on attack. Inverted winger here. Yeah, isn't this Kyle Walker? Should they be a fullback on attack? And this guy is the inverted wingback. Oh. Then we need this guy to be the inverted wingback now. So we can do inverted winger here and winger here. Alright, then we get the width. This is I would tweak it like this. Okay, this guy going this way. This player, the problem with this one is, yeah, okay. We just add those. And let's go. Yeah, but Spurs miss. I don't know. Spurs are in trouble. I don't see them. I do not see them. I do not see Spurs doing very well next season either. The teams around them have gotten a lot stronger, and Spurs has still largely remained in place. Chelsea strengthened. Liverpool is has strengthened. They're going to strengthen even more next season. Man City strengthened. Manchester United strengthened. So, wow, man, Chelsea, Spurs are in trouble as far as I'm concerned. Spurs need a few good players. Spurs need like a central playmaker, like a player with some. They've been different ever since they've lost that. A player that like a Coutinho in the center of midfield. That's what they need. An attacking midfield. They need a Coutinho kind of character. We're gonna try this next tactic out. Okay, I just made a couple of tweaks to your tactic. Okay, so you got inverted winger instead of you had a inverted wing back. So I put the inverted wing back here, right? Box to box is here. This guy can actually go on attack later. You can actually drop this roam. I added a roam from position. There's a winger here, inverted wing back coming this way, and then we've got an inverted winger on the right flank. Yeah. What else do we need to do? This. It's okay. I probably don't need this. I'll raise the tempo, dribble less. Who's Delhi? Who's Delhi Ali? But Delhi Ali is such a nice player to use on Football Manager. Because, like, you know, the guys are nice to use on FM, but not nice in real life. He's such a lazy player. Have you ever used Delhi Ali in one of your draft matches, Jahid? So yeah, this is how I set it up. I mean, the only thing now is you can definitely, if you want to, draw. I mean, tempo is quite high right now, right? So what we'll do is, where's the magical button? Okay, there we go. Standard white. Okay, fairly white. Okay, we're gonna do a whole cautious. You can play the role in front also as a trequartista. So you can definitely play this on multiple, like, you know, mentalities. You can play on cautious, you can play on counter, you can basically all the mentalities except attacking. Very attacking. That's the only mentality that might give this system a bit of a problem, because then you're prematurely send every single ball over the top before your build-ups have even gotten to a point of being, you know, the players are there. So you can see the runs are pretty good, right? So I think Delhi Ali was so good under some managers. The question that needs to be asked is, Delhi Ali was so good under certain managers. What happened to him recently? Yeah, a player isn't just lazy just like that, right? I mean, there has to be some reason, right, why they ended up the way they are. I would just go, I'll just make the changes. I mean, you can even play a trequartista here. Right. Shadow striker as well. I think you go with you can play a shadow striker, because don't forget, a shadow striker also, like, you know, ways for other players to play them in, right? So if you want a hold up man, holding up just for this group of players to score from wider positions, also possible. You can go wide, AMS as well. There's nothing wrong with, you know, playing an Engash here. He's just a hook, right? This guy is literally going to be a hook for a lot of players around him. So you can even go Mazzala on attack, inverted winger on attack. There's kind of like sometimes even swap positions. But yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of cool. Okay, we got structure. I think we've done this already. I did this already, right? Last year, I've done these two tactics already. El Indio's tactic as well. I think let me check El Indio's tactic. I think I did on the last show. I think I've seen this tactic on the last show. Yeah, we saw this tactic on the last show. APIF. Yeah, I still have it inside there. When I uploaded the tactics to say, just in case, right? AP. You want somebody attacking the box. It's not a bad role. Box to box. It can still work, yeah. It can still work. Except maybe I want to change this role. I'll probably go wingback on support with this role. Just to make sure they keep up. Other than that, otherwise fullback attack, AP and attack, you two players here are gonna have a lot of defending to do. Other than that, it's still a good tactic. Most of the tactics here are just brilliant. That's the 4-4-2 narrow, right? I do the tactic last week. I did, right? I could have sworn I did the tactic last week. Alright, let's just play that narrow tactic against Wolves. We'll play the narrow tactic. It's a merciless. If narrow tactics cannot get up and attack, right? It's the death of the system. I think I changed it to complete wingbacks on attack on both sides. Yeah. You have to play them on attack UT, man. Man, Amidovic. I should set up a draft mode match. Amidovic versus Jahid. And then all three of us play against each other. Okay, let's go. Because I know Amidovic cannot play too late, right? So okay, we just gotta do this Euro Cup quarterfinal with Amidovic's narrow system. The problem with narrow systems is they gotta get up the pitch. They don't get up the pitch, they don't get any love, and they don't get any love, they don't get any chances. And because your wingbacks are always so high up the pitch, right? In failed attempts to get a cross in, your flanks are open to the counter attack. And a lot of systems play with two wingers, right? They play with two guys on a flank. So guess what? There's always going to be somebody to receive the pass and run at your defender who gets pulled out of position. So these kind of tactics, I mean, I've heard people come. I mean, I've tried many times. Okay, can I make a defense counter attacking 4-3-1-2? And I go like, doesn't make any sense, because the moment it becomes a counter attacking 4-3-1-2, every tactician will. Most of the coaches, right? I read a book once from a coach that talked about the 4-3-1-2 and its evolution in football, right? And his words were very simple. The 4-3-1-2 is basically an attacking tactic. Like, it doesn't get any juice if the wingbacks are defensive. If the wingbacks are defensive, the tactic dies inherently because there's a problem transitioning the ball up the pitch. They have to depend on the players in the middle, and that's kind of difficult. So, did we concede a goal already? So we gotta watch this, right? This is like a full-blown key highlights mode. We just watch it extended highlights. It's gonna be painful, man. You created it today to use it in draft mode, or then you send it to me again. That's mean. Okay, draft mode matches are different. Okay, you have to understand draft mode and here is different, right? So it's different. Against, you try a draft mode tactic against the AI. You tell me you can win. This is how I set up before. I mean, this is how I would play Diamond. This is how I set it up, right? Okay, mass. Because I want them to support the complete wingbacks. I won't pass into space. I'll just go like this. Be very narrow. Get my wall passes, dribble less. I lose the ball, better counter press, man. Counter attack straight away. That's it. Okay, force opposition inside. Okay, all right. This is how I set it up. Okay. Uh, see where I am? That's not me. That's your throw-in routine. Whoever created this tactic, your throw-in routine is very, very good. So one over the top. Complete wingbacks, right? Why did I go complete wingbacks? The complete wingbacks do that, right? They go narrow, they go wide, they roam, they play risky passes. So occasionally the complete wingback is going to sit narrow. Occasionally the complete wingback just one over the top right now. So I get variety. I will never play. I think in FM for FM21, right? I'm more likely to play complete wingbacks in 4-3-1-2s, 4-4-2 narrow diamonds, all those. I will not use a wingback because wingbacks are just too like daft in this game. See the problem? Once you can't build the attack up, right? Your attack dies a natural death. We put a Mazala there to help them, but that's it. The fact that he missed the sitter. Oh my goodness, this is an epic match, man. This is an epic match. Puskas are 1-0 up against Wolves. But they have to score 3 goals just to get through to the next round. They're doing it again. Puskas Academia. I mean, if you only had scored 1 goal away from home, right? They gave a good account of themselves in the first half. Out of the 4 matches, out of the 4 halves they played against Wolves, they won the first half. They've won 1 half out of 4. Look at that. This is how you play with you set up a narrow tactic. I like the use of the Trequartista because I get a 3-man attacking pattern. I wouldn't change that. Don't be shy. When it comes to these kind of systems, fortune only favors the brave. If you're not brave, don't play narrows. Don't play narrow setups. Oh. Seriously? What are you dancing their way to a goal, is it? They don't get extra marks for flair and taking corner routines, right? This is not bad. Puskas against Wolves, 1-0. Right, I think this is one of the players we have in this team has got what 9 for finishing, right? Look at the Mazalas, huh? You watched this after you did, or after our FM team talk? Okay. Yeah, because I just heads up for you guys who were not on the team talk, because we do this every month on Discord. We call it a FM team talk, right? So I was explaining, right, the success factors of all these several formations. So I took all the formations up. I did a board, right? So on the board, I went and put out all the formations, and I showed which is the most important position on that formation, right? This is a positioning. You have to have the right player. So we covered that, and in this system is this guy. This is your most important player. This guy is gonna make or break the diamond. If you choose the wrong player here, your diamond is broken. It's a reason why, yeah. They get, because if you get the right player here, right? The for this formation is this position. This is the most important. I mean, it can be this position, but this is the most important position, the whole team. If this is attacking duty, this is the most important. And then for the 4-2-3-1 is this guy. Right. That is the most. Sorry, I did. So I'll show you again. 4-2-3-1, this is the most important position. This guy. For this 4-3-3, is this the most important position? You always have to find the perfect player to play in this position attacking the area. This is the most important position for here. And for the diamond is this position. Deep. I know I just showed it, but I know I made it. I just did a noob mistake. Yeah, I started drawing on the screen. Like an idiot that I am. Yeah. I know for the diamond is usually, for me, I put a lot of emphasis on the AMC. Because what will happen is you're building up the attacks, right? Because of the wall passes, because it's damn easy to get wall passes in a diamond, right? So it goes bang, 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 and then you get to the AMC, right? If you choose the wrong place, the AMC position, your attack fails there, and that's like the worst place for the attack to fall apart, because then after that you can start conceding goals. Yeah. So generally, what most from what I've read, right, in most magazines and most coaches, and when I speak to coaches as well, when they talk to me about tactics, yeah, it's the play in the whole. Yeah, that's the one they look out for. So I want to thank everybody for popping in on today's stream. Those guys who sending their tactics, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Those guys, Peter, your save was a lot of fun. Pushkash Academia, good luck with it. So yeah, you can see, right, there's so much potential with your team. Even you can play a lot of systems with your team. You don't have to be forced into playing certain things. We gave our Wolves a great run for their money playing a narrow system, but the thing about narrow systems in FM21 is it only favors the bold, right? You gotta be bold. You gotta be very bold. Okay, guys, thank you for popping in on today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I will be streaming again on Wednesday and Friday. I'll be back. I probably will be streaming sometime this weekend on Twitch as well. I'm gonna, fire up my Twitch for a while, and then I'll be streaming on Twitch, probably playing something different. Maybe I'll play some different game just to get my head around something. I need to do some creative thinking, so that means I have to start thinking about other games as well. And tomorrow I'll be releasing a new video. I hope you have fun with the video. And once again, thanks for everything. Thanks for the background audio. Is that what you meant? Okay, you gotta do a boring assignment for tomorrow. Okay, good night, guys. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.